All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin 4 NFC North Podcast, episode 113, 2024, Week 12 review, Week 13 previews, plus another Bears heartbreak. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. As we get started, where can everyone find you, Rhino?
You can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Vikings Uncensored, or on Twitter X at Vikes Uncensored. Shows every Monday night, and the main show either Friday or Saturday night. This week will be Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Another late night preview due to my co-host's work responsibilities. So make sure you tune in for that.
Always great stuff. You know, I try to listen as long as I can. It's sometimes it's grating to listen to Viking stuff, but you always have great stuff. So I appreciate that. You always give us a shout out. So I appreciate that as well. And Shelby is in our Packer corner tonight. So until Trevor comes, where can everyone find you as we get started?
Shelby Tweten on Instagram and Twitter X, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
Yes, all good stuff. All right, definitely like and subscribe as well, and you can find me on NFLOutdated on YouTube, Twitter, and Freezin 4 number 4 pod on TikTok. And where can we find you, Seventh Letter?
You can find me on 7th Letter 4 on Twitter X, and same OG on Instagram and Facebook, and still King of the North, man.
You are.
Lions bathrobe. You see that?
I did see that. That's nice.
You are bathing in the victory and all of this stuff.
Let's go ahead. Keep winning, I'll keep buying. They lose, I'm wearing the wife beater again.
Let's go ahead and start with you then. What happened in that just bloodbath for the Lions this week?
And everybody got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton Davis hurt. Taylor Decker hurt again. Khalif Raymond is hurt. Like, I don't know, man. We should have took people out, I guess, because it wasn't like Anthony Richardson was going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? We got pretty good pass rush. They've been kind of talking crazy about us this week. Like, they saying, but we haven't beat anybody yet, so the Bears gonna beat us. I'm like, we beat the Packers and the Vikings at their house.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, are they anybody or?
What do you mean? They 1 is 7-3, and the other one is 8-2. What do you want? What you
9-2.
9-2. What do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling TV this week, so I hope we kick y'all ass tomorrow. But I don't have much to say. Like,
we'll definitely get into that. I'm hearing that a lot of money is going on the Bears now because it was 10.5, and I think now it's down to 10. So hey,
everybody hurt,
and 10's a lot too. So we'll get into that. Obviously, the Lions again continue to win. They do what they need to do, and I think they had 3 rushing TDs this week, right? And so
260 in the air, couple,
nothing crazy.
We didn't have to throw. We just ran the ball, That's all. Ain't that what we going to do to y'all tomorrow? Sorry.
Oh.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there, yes. Well, before we get there, let's talk about the key game from Week 12 and from the Vikings perspective. Shelby, go ahead. Give some helmet stickers to the Vikings' crazy OT win versus the Bears.
I think first and foremost, Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison blew up. Hawkinson was amazing. Outside of that fumble, Aaron Jones did great because even his big run, I know, right? Even his big run that got him to the end zone in general was great. And then he was amazing the rest of the game. He redeemed himself. Sam Darnold, over 300 yards, no interceptions. We like that. He's back to, seemingly how he was the first couple games, how he was in overtime. If he could play like that every moment of the game would be amazing. Let's see. Romo, our kicker, he's coming through. I know we were all very scared once we lost Reichert, but hey, he seems to be doing all right. So
Sam Donald Schwarzenegger. What?
That's me. Positives for me.
That's all good. Yeah, all good stuff. And Rhino, are you in on that? All those same helmet stickers?
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold, you know, he had a hiccup there for a couple of weeks, but you know, he's turned stuff back around. He's getting, you know, what we had in Sam Timber up, you know, when he was in the early discussion for potential MVP. It looks like we're getting back to December now. So Darnold is if we can get what we got out of Darnold on Sunday every week, I will take that 10 times out of 10. Jordan Addison, you know, since Aaron Rodgers moved on, apparently Jordan Addison is now Chicago's daddy. So that's a that's a big thing there. But I guess the other ones I want to add is Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel. Those guys continue to step up week in and week out. You know, they're making us forget about what's his name that went to the Texans in the offseason there. I mean, Grenard on that drive in overtime where Williams tried to do the jump and get him to follow out of the way there. He didn't bite on it when Williams came down. He got, you know, dropped him for a big sack. That was absolutely huge. He shows up and does that every week. I mean, I know a lot of people, a lot of Vikings fans rip on, and deservedly so, for that 2022 draft class of Kwesi's, but you got to, if you're going to rip him for that, you got to give him credit for these diamonds that he has found in the free agency, especially this year. I mean, you know, Aaron Jones, Grenard, Van Ginkel, Cashman, all these guys that come in, and they're the
Tony's
reason
son.
why
Tony's son, John Parker.
Romo as well. Yeah. I mean, that bringing him in after Reichert went down, you know, like Shelby mentioned earlier, you know, he hasn't missed a beat after that. So it's.
Y'all got a thick kicker.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Honestly, he's like our punter. Our punter's fluffy too, though.
Well, I mean, he's got to be big to wear 96. I mean, you can't put 96 on a guy that weighs a $150 soaking wet.
Well, shout out to Dave from Minnesota Sports Talk. He's at Skull World. I actually went on their podcast on Friday. It was crazy late, but I did call the Jordan Addison that he would have a bigger game than Jefferson. I was not thinking he would have over 100 yards, but hey,
if y'all go bracket Justin Jefferson and not trust your boy, you know Addison got what it takes to y'all. The one thing about the y'all corners, they I don't know, they look at the quarterback a lot. They want to get picks and create turnovers. They're good for that, but you know,
well,
I thought he was gonna get busy. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, who's my boy? Which one?
Both of your corners.
Well,
Stevenson fucked up.
He's kind of been in the doghouse. Actually, he's had less snaps than Terrell Smith, so that's been kind of interesting. But
send him to Detroit, man.
What are your helmet stickers, Andy?
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll go with that.
Thank you for asking. My helmet stickers are my quarterback.
I was gonna say, other than
superstar. He is before our eyes. Everyone is seeing his talent. And, you know, quarterbacks go back and forth. Obviously, you know, everyone's, you know, kind of saying what happened to CJ Stroud. Now even people are calling Jaden Daniels check down Charlie. Everyone's saying Bo Nix is, you know, the best in the class. Caleb Williams, I mean, he made some throws, just some wow moments. Just like we have our guy.
All right, so we learned something the other day. So what we learned is, all right, he plays like shit for 3 quarters, right? Defense start getting soft. He's good enough to make the throws that he has to make when it's playground ball and people start playing soft. Yeah. That's what happened. That's
you just called Caleb Williams good enough?
No, he is. He's good enough. I think we learned that because he stinks so bad for 3 quarters for 3 whole quarters every game.
Yeah.
And then when the coverage gets soft, he's able to make those throws. He has the ability, but he can't. It's like the game. It's like he don't start playing until the team is till Minnesota's up a couple scores.
No,
and then
so
he's gonna throw the ball.
So I'm going to push back a little bit against that. Part of it, I think, yeah, I mean, he's had some bad throws, things like that, but he's, really taken the offense since, obviously having this new offensive coordinator, and he has used a lot more of his legs, and that's kind of by design. So that was kind of the problem, I think, with Shane Waldron, is they were kind of telling him not to do that. So they kind of opened those things up, and I would rather him make like some of these growing pains, and then also you see some of these wild plays. I have to admit that obviously I was pretty pissed about that blocked field goal. I couldn't watch, and then it happened
immediately.
again.
I was like, oh, again.
And after that block, they finally moved.
They finally did. I was like, okay, great.
What
but
the fuck? I didn't watch the tape all week.
I gotta admit, I was so frustrated. I did turn the game off when we were down quite a bit, and I was putting up some Christmas decorations, and I'm just like,
wow,
yeah. And then my son comes out, and he said, "Hey, they just got an onside kick." I'm like, "Oh, great!" And I was excited, and I think I put in the group. I'm like, "Oh, they'll find some reason to screw this up," and yes, they did. So.
No, I was in the middle of tweeting at like 2 minutes, 15 seconds maybe. And I literally like look at my boyfriend. I was like, let me not actually tweet this right now. The game is not over. And he was like, I mean, you're fine. Like, you're up. And then the next thing I know, we're going into overtime. I was just like,
the first onside kick ever for this new kid.
Yeah.
I'm going to preface that with, at least it didn't happen like in the Dallas-Washington game, where Dallas not only recovered the onside kick, they ran it in for a touchdown. So.
Yep.
It didn't even go 10 yards, right? So it was just kind of a mess up.
It off somebody's leg.
Yeah,
well, right.
If
so
it didn't hit Johnny Munt, that wouldn't have gone 10 yards, and it would have been a penalty, and the game would have been over right there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is like what Andy was saying, though. The last, or not Andy, sorry, 7th letter. It felt like our defense got sloppy. Like they did get soft.
Once we scored those final points and went up by 11, they thought they just we're good.
Yep. And then
Caleb
when all of a sudden Caleb went crazy. But then notice how in overtime they went back and then y'all fucking lost. They were like, oh shit, I forgot that we have to play this game.
Because now they playing again and he can't play. Like
the first one was Dallas against Baltimore in week 2. Thanks, Smoking Jeremy, for reminding us. But hey, it was exciting nonetheless. But yeah, it was hard not to have that just feeling of, especially when we went, was it 3 and out? I can't remember now. We didn't do much, and then just feeling like it was a soft defense then, and that's on.
Well, it was a soft defense at that point. And that was the problem. We started playing back.
No, I mean even for the Bears then in overtime, I was like, "What are we doing here?" And so I think that's a big thing.
That's when Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up again. So.
Yep.
But when you compare the quarterbacks, right? Obviously, give Darnold his props. He did come through in the clutch. Caleb was throwing in some really tight windows. Like, I don't know how he was hitting some of those passes. So anybody who says that Caleb is a bust is not being honest with themselves, and should not have an article for the Daily Norseman. We'll just say
I won't say that he's a bust. He did
that was a shout out to Craig,
a lot of respect me watching it, and I was like, oh, okay. Especially, one, I don't know why our defense was missing these tackles. I was just like,
yeah, I agree, Smoking. Yeah,
but that's what I was saying. Like he was getting a little loose. We weren't getting those sacks that we would normally get. But the issue about Caleb Williams is how good the NFC North is right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have so much competition going forward.
Yes and no.
There's one thing I want to preface on the Caleb ticker tape parade that's going on. The Vikings dropped 3 interceptions
Right.
Hey,
If
the
they,
Bears,
if they had even gotten one or two of those,
Yeah,
we'd be
yeah.
talking completely different about how
didn't the
Caleb
Bears
Williams
drop an
played in that
interception
game.
too, or it was out of bounds?
No, it was
Out of
they
bounds.
intercepted it, but your boy Jalen Johnson
Pass
was
Out of
interference.
bounds.
was
No,
trying
it
to
was
do a
pass
jersey
interference.
swap with Justin Jefferson at the time. So
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm all about my ticker tape parade, but yes, the sack that he took, that was probably one of the times that I was most frustrated. I was like, get rid of the ball. Like those, I was just like,
Standing there.
so that was a little chink in the armor, but I'm still there's still a gold jacket waiting for him at my house. So
I think another reason you guys lost is you guys put so much. I don't know if the whole week y'all were preparing was just like, we just got to stop Justin Jefferson. Like you put all your focus on him and just forgot about all the other weapons that we
With
have.
a $20 million cornerback.
yeah, well,
Jalen
you know, that-
Corner.
Jalen
Like,
Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. All this, he good. Just
Yeah, he
15
shut Jefferson down.
Huh?
He shut
did
Jefferson
not.
down.
and how that worked out for you.
Why you think Homeboy had 160 and Hawkinson had 120? Like, yo,
Because of
nobody-
the other side of the ball.
And like Jefferson said afterwards, he said, either I'm going to go off or everybody else is going to go off. And this week, everybody else went off.
I would have let Justin Jefferson do him. Like, just keep him out the end zone. You can beat. Like,
Yeah.
get up every time, but they let. Yo,
It was the first
didn't
time since
spread out
2006
coverage at
that we
all.
had
Yeah.
a 300-yard
No.
passer, 200-yard receivers, and a 100-yard rusher all in the same
Right.
game. So
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Hey, I get it. Yeah. I think it would have helped. Obviously, the Bears had Andrew Billings in the middle. That might have helped, right? But the Vikings did win this game. I don't know if it really says too much about them, but we'll see about that. I think I'd said last week, I said if the Bears lost to the Vikings, I would drive to Chicago myself, the pink slips, and I've got those ready. Just haven't gone yet. I think we're waiting until after Thanksgiving. I think if the Bears
Here we go.
lose to the Lions, I think Matt Eberflus is going to be spending more time with his family on
That's the
Friday.
biggest if I've ever heard.
Yeah. Hey, we'll get
If
to that.
the Vikings
If
the Bears,
we'll get there.
yikes.
We'll get there.
Yikes.
And Noah wants to say something here. Really, here we go. We'll just throw it up here. Go Pack, go! Thanks for watching. Obviously, here we go.
We're not worried about them right now.
I'd rather have Pack wide receiver core than really.
What? That's crazy.
yeah, when you've got
Packer fans, they're like that.
Christian Watson, who has more balls go off of his face mask than.
Yeah. They gets busy, man. Like everybody got a pretty good. I think I got the worst receiving core, but we playing together well. But the Vikings got a good one. The Bears got a good one. This is why this.
Yeah,
I don't understand how you start so slow with all those receivers, Caleb. Like I don't know why you hold the ball so long when Keenan Allen's power is getting open.
Keenan Allen was running over us. I was
Yeah.
my gosh.
But he's got our number. He did that when he was playing with the Chargers last year. He went for like 200 yards.
Yep.
200 on me last year, something like that.
So helmet stickers, I'd say the Bears offensive coordinator, I think he is really just opening things up. He's doing some different things with DJ Moore and just, proving obviously he was a missing piece. I don't know why he didn't get more consideration, but I am looking forward to kind of what he's going to do the rest of the season. Maybe we can play spoilers. Obviously, we could still run the table. That is on the table for my Bears as well. We've got the Packers coming up and Vikings again. I think we've solved the Vikings eventually here. So
next time y'all getting blew out.
No,
right.
by the Vikings.
It's
it
at
almost
home.
didn't blow out this game, but
It's at home. Monday Night Football.
yeah.
Soldier
be
Field
at
is
that
always
game.
a house of horrors when the Vikings go to play there. It seems like.
Caleb's getting his legs. He's getting his legs. He's getting.
Now
his
we
legs.
got tape on him though, so
Yeah.
And that's the thing you're talking about, your new offensive coordinator. Yeah, he's done well the first
Thomas
2
Brown,
weeks. But now you have to remember there is 2 weeks of tape on what he is doing also. So that's going to.
That's why he's so good, though. He's gonna have some different things. This is Thomas Brown.
Yeah, let's back up the Bill Walsh truck there. He's not
best
there
best
yet.
OC in the division now, I think.
Jesus.
Oh Lord.
I'm
I'm just laughing at the fact that you come off so like cocky confident, but hearing that you turned the game off and went outside,
Yeah.
that just showed your true colors, because that's hilarious that
Yeah. Supposed to take
so you're not as confident as you say you are, because
I was, and then Eberflus happened. So
right.
let's move on to the other game that seemed a little bit inconsequential. The Packers blew out the depleted 49ers in 38-10 win. We may be having our Packer people come on here in a few minutes, but what are some helmet stickers, seventh letter, that you saw of the Packers?
I mean, it wasn't a enjoy. Like, I kind of knew it was going to be a blowout, because once I saw who was the quarterback, I said, "Who is this?" Yeah, and they got ugly quick. So,
Yeah.
I don't really know. I guess the offense, the defense, everybody. It wasn't a matchup at all. Like,
I stopped paying attention. I would like look away and look back, and I'm like, damn.
It was the game of the week too. Like, so it was on TV. I just, you know.
I went to work out actually, and I'm like, I saw it on the TV. I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, Kristen Watson dropped the ball off his, like, that would have been, it'd have made the score worse. So
it was against the B squad of the 49ers, right? I mean, I'm not a big
listen, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I am pretty sure San Francisco stopped by the local playground and picked up a bunch of people to come play for him on Sunday.
The Packers gave him hell last year with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it would have been the 49ers. We know what they're gonna do. Shanahan is a great coach, but he only play one way. He does not adjust to what's work. He he forces his will on you, and then they end up wearing teams down, and then Debo or McCaffrey end up creasing you and taking you. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that can stand up to that, like, we know what they're gonna do. It's so predictable every week. Yeah.
I was hoping Jawan Jennings would go off. Selfishly had him on my fantasy team ready to go, but who knows what's going to happen with the 49ers. I mean, obviously they're looking different, and they got Arizona. They're in their division, so it's going to be interesting going forward for the 49ers, but obviously that was a complete blowout. But hey, it's the NFL. I think you're right. You have to win with who you have. And we lost Shelby, so that's all right.
Sorry.
We'll get her back. Here we go. I like this one. This comment over here. There we go. Seventh letter. Noah, you're my new best friend here.
He's a Packer, right?
He's a Packer fan too.
Yeah, so
it could be a trap game, but I doubt it.
It could be. I mean, we got injuries in the right place.
It's in Detroit, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's in Detroit. Although, so let's go ahead and get to that. We'll get to that game in a bit, since that's kind of our division game here. Let's go ahead and do the Minnesota game, and then we'll kind of get to those other games. So what are some week 13 keys to the Arizona Cardinals at the Vikings? Rhino, go ahead and start us off.
I mean, when we looked at the schedule at the beginning of the season, this was a game that everybody thought was going to be one of those quote unquote easy games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Arizona is surprising a lot of people this year. They're not great, but they're better than everybody is, and they're leading their division right now, or at least tied with Seattle.
They kind of laid an egg this past week, though, right?
Yeah, they did. Hopefully they do that again this week. Kyler Murray has played better longer this year than he typically does.
Mm-hmm.
Usually once that first week in November rolls around and the new Call of Duty comes out, it is a statistical fact. You go look at his statistics pre and post the release of Call of Duty, and they are
maybe he's growing up.
Yeah, maybe he's getting too old for video games now. I don't know, but Marvin Harrison Jr. hasn't really broken out like I thought he would this year. but
He's had some
still,
good games, right?
He has, but he hasn't burst onto the scene with that, Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson kind of, welcome to the NFL. Here I am, get the hell out of my way kind of stuff.
Right.
So, I mean, but you still got to watch out for him. James Conner has had a very good year down there running the ball. Now the Vikings, are number one in the league against the run. So the biggest thing is just make sure Kyler Murray doesn't beat you with his legs, because he can. And I think there's a very good potential for the Vikings to be able to get to him with Grenard, Van Ginkel, Pat Jones, and et cetera. But the biggest thing is don't turn the ball over. It's football 101 with Minnesota. It seems like if you do the fundamental stuff, you're going to win the game. Don't turn the ball over. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. And, we get up by a couple of scores. Don't go into that passive freaking, pseudo prevent defense like we did against the Bears in the fourth quarter that allowed them to get back in the game.
I mean,
we've done that.
Caleb is Caleb, though.
Moving on. But, the Vikings have done that multiple times this year. They get up, and that's one thing I have to give all the credit in the world to Detroit about. Detroit goes out there and they're like, oh, you like that? Oh, here's some more. Well, you like that? Here's some more. And we're going to stomp on you until they beat them into submission. The Vikings, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's more gentlemanly or what, that they don't want to make the other team feel bad, but you go out, you get up by 2 scores or whatever it is. And, I don't have a whole lot of gripes about Kevin O'Connell, but one thing I do is he doesn't have that, at least as much of that go for the jugular and, take out the opponent kind of mindset. We'll get out ahead and then we're going to cruise our way to the victory kind of thing. I wish we had more of that, but no, I think this is a game we should win. It's the first game back at US Bank in a month. So I think the crowd is going to be there. The crowd is going to be loud. And I think they're going to make things difficult on Arizona. And I think we come out with a win.
So Shelby, like, it's crazy. Like Kyler Murray's 5'10". Like I'm 5'10". I mean, 7th letter, you're like 7 foot, right? You're like super tall.
6'5".
6'5". Like, yeah. So like, and Kyler Murray, he's tiny. Obviously
6'5". Okay, 7th letter.
Okay, Shelby.
I'm a girl. I'm just like anything over like 6'2". I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, moving on here. So Kyler Murray, I would probably agree he's better at scrambling than
For sure.
Than my guy Caleb. Caleb though has proven that he can do that, and he's made some plays that way. That may be something tough with.
You gotta add this little motherfucker every point.
Every
of course.
point.
Every
point.
He's living vicariously through other teams right now. So.
Yo, man, I know I'm gonna tell Justin on you, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Justin, boy over here bugging, yo.
Kyler. So Kyler, he could be,
yo, it's the Vikings.
a problem. It could be a problem for the Vikings. I mean,
I almost think playing Caleb this last week is actually going to be good for us going into a game with Kyler, because we played I don't want to say sloppy, but he should not have been able to run as much as he did. Like when we talked about the game last week, we were talking about, we just got to put the pressure on Caleb. I feel like looking at that game film and going over what they did wrong all week is going to be really good going into a game against Kyler Murray. That on top of, that's such a long thing. Tell me what it says.
Continue going. This is just more Bears stuff, but just kind of in the background as you're talking.
Got it. So we obviously have, the best run defense. I think as long as we can prepare that and also prepare it around Kyler too, because he really is also a running back as well, and just mentally prepare for that. I think that that alone will shut down the Cardinals. This game next week are two very big games because they're potential playoff matchups at this point. I think as long as we continue to use all of our weapons and don't turn the ball over, I think we should be good and we're going to win. It's just funny now because it's like we're 9-2. And anytime people are talking about the Vikings or even Vikings fans are talking about the Vikings, we're still so like somber talking about them and even like, oh yeah, you know. And I think it does come down to what Rhino was saying is like, we don't have that mindset where we're like really fucking teams up. So it's like, even though we're 9-2, like we have one of the best records in the league right now still.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our only losses is to the best team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like people aren't talking about us the way that they should be. And I think it's because we do have these games where we're like going to sleep a little bit. I think if we turn that on and really like dive in and play how we played in overtime, all fucking game, exactly. Big thumbs up. I think that would be great. And this is the game to switch that into gear because we are going into playoff potential matchups. You know, we got Cardinals this game, Falcons next week, and then we got the Packers in a couple weeks and the Lions still. So hopefully, I will say, going back to Dan Campbell's obviously the one that we talk about is like the go for your throat, go for your knees guy. It's exactly like Seventh Letter said at the beginning, though. He's been getting his players injured by keeping them in for too long. This isn't the first game that happened. So I'm curious if he's going to pull back a little bit before the playoffs too, because now it's kind of like, all right, like you don't need to do all of that. Like you're pretty set high and you realistically you're going to win anyway. So it's like,
let's get back to all the years they laughed at us, yo. We're going to kill everybody. Everybody has to die.
But don't kill yourselves in the process.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, you got friendly fire collateral damage along the way there. That
every time it don't even be them.
Yep.
Aiden Hutchinson's leg wrapped around my defensive tackle.
Exactly.
Like, it's like stupid shit. Like,
Speaking of that, sneaky game this week.
Hold up, I think the Vikings are going to beat the shit out of the Cardinals. Okay.
Yes, we didn't go there. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. All right.
Just like the Packers did. Yeah, it's going to be really bad. They play good in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
On the road's different. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the same. They just got kind of blew out last week to Seattle. You know what I mean? Like, no.
4-0 on the road going into a home game at US Bank.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be lit.
Yeah,
I think I'm actually picking the Cardinals this week.
There we go.
I just the Vikings. It's going to be a little bit of a letdown. I think, obviously coming off a hard fought overtime win versus the Bears. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, I think is key. Marvin Harrison has a game. I think he's going to have like 100, 110 yards, something like that. A couple touchdowns. So I am picking the Cardinals to win.
Just real quick, you really think that was hard fought?
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, hard fought overtime win is a little silly to say.
The only time it was hard
overtime
was
games.
Overtime.
Yeah, exactly. Like
the last few minutes were hard fought.
No, we were playing back on that.
Yeah,
we were doing prevent defense.
Yes.
I mean,
and an onside kick went off our backup tight end's foot.
I mean, we kind of scared y'all, but that's okay.
Okay.
It was hard fought overtime.
It was cute. It was cute.
Man, they even put fake Favre on y'all. They put fake Favre on y'all, and he got a first. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Nick Collins did his best Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There were a couple of those.
He comes trotting out there, throws a 3rd and 13, first down, gets another first down. Darnold comes back in. Mullins walks to the sidelines, power chugs a couple of Coors Lights and flips off the Bears and goes back and sits down.
He probably would have been entertained being in my household.
Mullins is so funny, though. Darnold will go out for one play. Mullins comes in, does a great play, and then it's like, anyway, bye. Like,
peace out.
I'm out.
Oh man.
Hard
And now we
fought.
got Daniel Jones. So we'll see if he.
All
Well,
right.
we can talk about that.
Shine
Sure.
a light on that bum.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Do
but
not
all,
get excited.
but all these guys are bums going into Minnesota.
The Minnesota Vikings are becoming the ASPCA
I swear, yo.
for quarterbacks because
Yep.
I mean everybody is seeing what they did with Sam Darnold. They took Sam Darnold off the garbage heap and turned him into a legitimate quarterback.
okay. Stop the
You
Sam
s-
Darnold love here. All right. We're like one
Oh,
or
it's
two games
okay for you
removed
to
from-
talk about Caleb Williams, who runs around with it like a chicken with his head cut off, even though he does
He's a
have a
rookie.
cannon
He's
of
a
an
rookie.
arm. We know that, but does all that
Even though he
stuff.
has 6 games without a touchdown, whatever.
Oh, whoa.
He's
Ayo.
still growing. He's getting his 340 yards.
I just can't get
Uh,
over that meme where it was like I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but I posted on Instagram where it's like Tiger Woods against that guy that's in like all the
John
colorful stuff,
Daly,
the
yeah.
golfers. Yeah, and it's
Oh yeah.
just like
Yeah.
the Lions with the best team of their entire franchise, and then we're Sam Darnold
But
like
Vikings
9-2.
dicking around with Sam Darnold as a quarterback at 9-2 or whatever.
It's so funny.
My
Yet
best
y'all
friend-
are struggling with your rookie of the year quarterback. Apparently,
My best friend Noah says, I think the only fluke is the Vikes with Darnold or Danny J. Lest we forget, I don't know how many games we are removed from the Darnold, just a meltdown. He's shown, obviously, he's the roller coaster. I get why you guys are on it.
meltdown. He had like 1.5 really bad. Not
The
even
mark
really
of a
bad.
good
We still
quarterback
won.
is being able to move past that and play well the next week, which he's done the last 2 weeks after that. So
This is worse
and he
than
still
the
won that game. Still won the game where he had 3 interceptions too. So
This is worse
And
than the
y'all
Jordan
apparently
Love.
have such an amazing defense, right? I remember at the beginning of the year, that was your whole thing. And we didn't even throw an interception against y'all.
and Darnold threw for over 300 yards, and Jones ran for over 100 yards.
115 passer rating.
It's the Reverend.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Trev.
Let's go ahead. Trevor, we can go back if you want. Did you have any comments? Welcome in, RevTrev on Twitter. Welcome and give us some helmet stickers for that Packers blowout win against 49ers. And then we'll move on to your Packers game as well.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the helmet stickers go to Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams. Thanks for being out. Thanks. But I mean, we had backup quarterbacks too in one game. So I'm just saying, you gotta find a way. Or what you can do is you can go trade for a backup quarterback like we did with Malik Willis, Daniel Jones. You can do that too. I just think there's lots of options. I don't know. I just think the 49ers are in a tailspin. Mm-hmm. We caught them at the right time, and we had to win that game. It's like that. There's like you better win, and we did. So we got the W. Very thankful for Josh Jacobs. Very thankful for the defense. Getting McKinney got another pick. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. We're missing some guys too, but we're not missing our key guys. So, I mean, we had to win that game, right? We had to keep in step with the Vikings and with the Lions. So I'm thankful that we got the win.
Very good. Well, talk about catching a team maybe at the wrong time. The surging Miami Dolphins with rockstar Tua Tagovailoa roll in on Thanksgiving Day to Green Bay. I will actually be at this game as an attaché for the Dolphins, wearing my Ricky Williams jersey and cheering "No Pack No." So, Trevor, give us some keys to the Packers winning on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I agree with you. We're meeting a team that's turned it around, so to speak. Has a much better chance. They're gonna give us our all. The good news is at home. It's at Lambeau. It's in the evening. People are it's gonna be a nationally televised game. I'm excited about it. It's not like the early game where it's gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be that one. But
the Giants
I
game.
think it's gonna be a good test for both teams.
The Giants
Right?
Cowboys game you meant, right?
Well, actually, both games, the both games, right? So,
That's when you keep off your turkey, man.
but I'm thinking like we do have to come and play well. I mean, is Jair playing? I don't think he is.
Nope. Dobbs is out, Jair's out, and Edgerrin Cooper, your boy, is out as well.
Damn.
Well,
Dang.
when you got Jalen Waddle and
Hill?
Tyreek
What's
Hill.
Tyreek Hill, thanks. Yeah. It seems like Jair Alexander gets hurt anytime there's some good wide receivers coming to town, but
Notice that?
yeah, it's
Yes.
amazing. But
Absolutely.
that when we played him earlier in the year, all he did all week was talk smack about Justin Jefferson, and then all of a sudden on
I don't
Friday
feel
or
good.
Saturday, it's I don't feel good. I can't play this week. Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So we'll get back to some of your keys, Trevor. I had a question. Jancy has a question here. It's interesting. Packers don't turn the ball over and Love under 30 pass attempts, and they win. It's interesting. You did pay Love a lot of money to throw the football. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's not that good, or
Yeah, I just think he's injured.
okay.
I mean, that's just he's playing through the injury that he had at the beginning. They said it's not going to heal during the season. It's just going to be a pain that he's going to have to do. So that's fine. I don't like the interceptions either, everyone. Like, I don't like it. I'm used to watching Rodgers, who doesn't ever throw an interception, So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, but he also made some he makes throws that I'm like, wow. I don't know. I'll take the good with the bad.
I'll admit that. Yeah.
And I'll take the W's, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But it's also fun to have him rip into a team and play really well. And I don't know. I'm thankful for Jordan Love. On Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Jordan Love, guys. I'd rather have a franchise quarterback than not. So just saying.
That's fair. So you are picking the Green Bay Packers to win on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close, though. I think I'm gonna give a 3-point win to Green Bay.
All right, so it's kind of a push there. Seventh letter. Are you in on the Packers?
Man, it's gonna be cold as hell at Green Bay, man. So it can't throw it a cold.
That is true. Yeah.
That's good. It's you know what? I think again, familiarity coming from that tree. It might keep it close in a sense if they run the ball and do the H-ing thing. Don't put Moser in. Every time it seems like every time he touches the ball, he fumble. Don't put him in, because Green Bay is gonna just keep on knocking the ball out of his hands. I don't know what's up with him, but yeah, familiarity will keep it close. But ultimately, I think I'll give him the 3 Packers. Yeah, it'll be like a 7-point game. I think.
Tell you what, Miami. On the offense, the last 2 games, obviously, Tua started the last three they've won. The last 2 games, 34 points. Offensively, they're really kind of hitting their stride. Tua, 317 yards passing last week versus the Patriots, 288 versus the Raiders. Devin DeChain is doing what? Waddle at 144 yards. So you look at some of these like stats and some of these players they've got, and as far as what the Packers are missing, obviously it's cold weather, but I think when you look at this, and let's see, Josh Myers, center, is questionable. I think he's probably going to play. McDuffie is questionable. He'll probably play as well. But I just think the Dolphins, are hitting their stride right now, and I'm not so convinced. Surprise, surprise. I'm not so convinced that the Packers are all that good.
Okay.
He's 0-6 in 46 degrees or less. 0-6. We've seen this movie before, yo. Like when Pat Mahomes get the ball at the end, like, oh, well, we can go upstairs. It's over. You know what I'm saying? When it's cold, he doesn't play well. He never does.
I'm thinking.
Never will.
It is going to be cold.
What's the temperature supposed to be?
26.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, but it's not going to be snowy, I don't believe. So it's going to be cold, but hey, even Jordan Love said he didn't like playing the cold, right? He'd rather play in a dome stadium, So I think 35-20. Oh, absolutely.
right.
I'm thinking.
Side note, though, that Browns game was so fun to watch.
In the snow.
The
Yeah.
Steelers,
I
that's
didn't,
just
I didn't
like
get to watch that one. I was upset when I saw, oh, damn, it's a snow game. And I didn't get to watch
I watched the beginning and then I left. We left to get food and I came back and I was like, oh shit, this is like, and then we're locked in because it ended up
Best
getting really
Steelers
cool.
game in a long time. Steelers games are like so boring to watch.
Snooze.
You know what? I think it's really a travesty and a loss for the whole NFL that Jameis Winston isn't better and he's not a starting quarterback at full time in the NFL. He is
He's
like
such a gem.
he's off the wall.
He's entertaining.
He's
as hell.
entertaining. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean
You see
he
that
doesn't care.
one that I saw a clip on Twitter today that was when he was standing there and it's like going through his cadences and all of a sudden he's like, and somebody damn jump outside.
Yeah. I
I
He's
am
so
a Jameis
funny.
Winston fan. I just really
yeah. He's going to be
Um,
great when he retires and does
TV.
announcing.
I
Yeah.
think so. But yeah, I think Dolphins 35-24. Sorry, Trev. That's not a surprise to you, I'm sure.
Hey, I understand what you're trying to do. Like, I get that you're trying to be like Adam Rank and, just be a hater and trolling. I get it. But like, I have a question. Like, when do you actually pick? When do you actually pick because you believe it instead of just trolling?
Right.
Because
All
I'm
the
just
time.
like, so you didn't pick us to beat to win last week. You didn't pick us to beat the week before. You didn't pick us to beat week before. Every single week you've been Adam flipping Rank, and it's like whatever, dude. You can
Same
pick whatever
against
you
the
want.
Vikings,
I think that
too.
is a
Adam's been so
compliment.
wrong.
I think that's a compliment. I love Adam Rank.
I can't stand
Of
the
course
guy
you
because he's
do.
such a homer.
Yeah, he picks the Bears to go 19-0 every year, and then everybody else in the division to go 0-19.
Like, how does he have a job? Honestly, like what does he do? Is he entertaining? He's not. He's not giving good analytic. Like, what was he doing?
Trev, you missed it. He said that last week the Bears had a hard fought game, and that's why the Cardinals are going to win against us on Sunday.
Overtime is hard fought. Is it not? If you have to go extra time.
Sorry,
the Vikings made it hard on themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still hard fought. No. I'll take that.
Yeah, we're used to it. We do that to ourselves all the time. So
Yeah, yeah.
I am not convinced that either the Packers or the Vikings are all that good. But hey, part of it, right? I didn't know
that's
that Brock
okay. We're
Purdy
all
was
convinced that the Bears aren't. So
hey,
Right.
that's fair. That's fair. I didn't know Brock Purdy. I didn't know they'd have so many injuries. I think that plays a factor into it. Obviously, they are.
But even if it did, you were still picking. You still would have picked the Bears, the Packers to lose.
No, I would have been a little bit more. Fair to the Packers. But Dolphins.
Man, I told you last week, Nick Bosa wasn't playing. I told you it came out right before the podcast. I said it. You just
Bosa.
We knew Trent Williams wasn't probably going to play.
Do that.
Anyways, the point is, Andy, you've been right 3 times this year about the Packers, and that was all 3 losses. You have picked the Packers to lose 10 times. And I mean, if you want to keep being wrong, please keep picking us to lose because I appreciate it.
They're listening to me and wanting to spite me. I get it.
But he thinks that they're going to beat the Lions tomorrow.
We haven't gotten there yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
So, all right, Shelby, are you picking the Packers?
Of course she is.
Oh, she's thinking.
The
Shelby,
Dolphins have been a little bit
last
more fun
year.
to watch.
You didn't pick us either last week.
You're right. And that was actually my bad because the 49ers, I'm used to the juggernaut that they've been the last couple years, but this I think is the beginning of their decline.
Last year, I saw it. We pushed them. Y'all
still lost though, so
and we lost.
Right.
I want them again. I can't wait to see them again.
True.
You're not going to get them in the playoffs because they're not going to make it this year. So.
But I was thinking 49ers Packers, right? They don't have. But again, I had said maybe that was just Rodgers and the 49ers had the issue. This week, though, the Dolphins have been fun to watch. these last couple games, but it being in Lambeau, I think they're going to lose. I think it'll be a good game, but yeah, I think
That's
that
fair.
the Packers are going to win.
That's fair. And Janzi calling the Vikings and the Packers good.
Of course. 'Cause we
Rhino,
are.
But
what
no
about-
Bears.
Rhino, where are you on the Packers game this week?
I mean, like what everybody said here, the Dolphins have been playing well. There's no question about that. But just the same way, Tua doesn't play well in the cold. And I think if this was in Miami, I think it would be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it seems like on primetime games, it's when Tua hits the carpet and ends up scrambling his brains and being out for another 3 to 4 weeks. Every time we've seen it, it's been on a nationally televised game. And if you land on that cold ground in Lambeau, I'm actually concerned for the guy more than anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he hasn't learned how to take a fall. And I think that could be a
He
problem.
has a death wish,
He
honestly.
leads with his face. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's
does.
weird.
And it's for as many times as he has had those head injuries, and I know Miami is trying to teach him to do that, but it doesn't click, I think, when he's in the heat of the moment and he just, but
I just know his coach is sitting on the sideline like, oh my gosh. Like,
yeah.
His coach
Figure
is
it out.
amazing. His coach is probably one of my favorite coaches in the NFL too. So.
he's hilarious.
We talked about Jameis Winston being a, very interesting individual with interviews and stuff. Mike McDaniel's the same way.
Yes.
He brought his daughter into the interview so they would be nicer to him. That was
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well,
But,
when he was like, what did he, the mic'd up where he was trying to get Carlson to go off sides from the Raiders?
No, it was,
what's his name? Not Carlson.
no, what's
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby.
I knew it was
Oh,
Cruh.
yeah.
I knew it was Cruh.
Yeah.
But then he's like, LOL. Like, who
Bodkins.
says that out loud?
Bodkins, come on. The Packer fan here. Thank you for commenting, but he is not an awful head coach. Come on.
No, he's not. He's not. He's a good head coach. Now, Miami's another one that needs to find themselves a competent backup quarterback just for they
really do, yeah.
Just because you can't trust that Tua is going to be able to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's one more significant hit away from never playing football again.
You know what's crazy? Like everybody that comes from that Shanahan system, they all have like these regular ass quarterbacks, yo. It's gonna be over when they finally get one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. If they find one that can have that's a real quarterback, like if they get their hands on a Stafford or somebody, or maybe like a Lamar Jackson. Oh my God,
JJ McCarthy,
crazy.
Caleb Williams.
maybe even like a real
perfect timing.
Like, but notice only one of them have like the best. The Packers out of that whole tree got the best quarterback out of everybody, and they got they're able to play with normal, regular little receivers and do their thing, and the offense still works. The Packers are in every game. They play every tough game, every tough team tough because they got that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But the 49ers got a normal quarterback. The Dolphins, the Vikings. Like, if any of these systems get a real quarterback, it's going to be trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you drop Patrick Mahomes in any of those with any of those.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah. So he is a good play designer. I mean, we're talking about the quarterback. You have to have a quarterback, and if you have a backup quarterback, if you have second, third string quarterback like Mike McDaniel's had, you're not going to have a winning record or beat the better team. So,
I'm gonna ask Gary and Luke Dennis, please don't kill that man tomorrow. Let him feed his family, yo. Please,
seriously,
please. Just push him around. Like push him on his back so his face hit it.
Bring a pillow and lay under his head before you drop him on the ground.
right?
Don't hit him too hard, yo. Please.
Well, speaking of a game that many people think will be a slaughter, Week 13, Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions, 7th letter. Hey, it's down to -10 now. Give us your keys for the Lions. to actually
Well,
win this week.
I'm actually watching your game now, and y'all can't stop the run. So if we just kind of slow the game down and keep y'all off the field, I think we should be successful.
Yeah.
We got a lot of injuries all over the place, and I'm a little the game will be closer for that very reason, because one of our top cornerbacks is hurt. So our top cornerback. So hopefully, like, we just slow the game down and try to get it under control and make some stops on defense, get a turnover or two, and but we should do okay. I don't think that y'all ready yet, but y'all can easily beat us. Like, to be honest,
I have one name why the Bears could spring the upset.
Oh God!
Oh God! Here we go.
No, I know you thought I was going to say Caleb Williams. I'm actually going to say Kindle Vildor. Kindle Vildor, I think.
Shit, we activated Mosley. You couldn't do that shit again. Yo, Anthony Richardson, with every pass he completed last week was on that bum. He had a bad game last week. You know, I had a lot of respect for him until that ball bounced off his head. He is truly a bum. He don't belong on the field. Like, no, special teams. That's it. Get him out of here.
Seventh letter. You're also picking the Lions to win, just right?
I'm picking the Lions to win, but also winning 10 straight games is very, very difficult. So, on the way we play, I think we have to heal up a little bit. And the fact that it's a Thursday game, again, I think it'll be a little tough on us. Hopefully,
my notes fell down here.
Huh?
My notes fell down. I had to continue. Sorry.
I think that'll be.
You have to have notes for talking, just to say how great Caleb Williams is.
Yeah, he writes all that bullshit down. Yeah, yes, he does.
Have you seen that Bart Simpson? Where he writes on the board over and over again, Caleb Williams. That's yeah. So it's kind of what I do. But my notes here, Lions. Obviously, they got 9 wins in a row, but on Thanksgiving they're 37-45-2 all time. 7 consecutive losses on Thanksgiving.
We were rebuilding.
20th time the Bears and Lions have played on Thanksgiving. The Bears are 11-8 so far. But Lions, obviously, they're crazy good against the spread, 23 out of 31 games. But this is a crazy spread, 10 points. I think that's why a lot of people are picking or starting to pick the Bears, at least to cover here, and it's changing the line a little bit. Trevor, it's not if Lions win, it's how much the Lions win. I get it. Though when you looked at it, what was the spread for the Vikings game? No one was believing, not even in Chicago radio, they were believing the Bears could win. And, so we've got enough there. We've got enough talent, enough people, enough the players kind of pissed off. I think the Bears keep it close. I would pick the Bears to win, but we've got Matt Eberflus. He's just not going to do enough. I think it's going to be something like a 24-20, win for the Lions on Thanksgiving. I want my Bears to win. I think Caleb is going to keep taking steps. We have been Jared Goff's Achilles heel. So he could throw an interception. I think maybe Tyreek Stevenson gets one. So I don't know. I'm still picking the Lions. All right. See, there you go. All right. Picking the Lions.
Honestly, though, if the Lions were going to win or lose one, looking at the schedule, this would be the one that maybe
they got Buffalo in a couple of weeks. So
that's what I'm saying. But that's the one they can't lose. Like, I get it's a division game. But like you said, winning 10 games in a row is tough in itself. But the Bears, they're not real competition. No offense, Andy.
Overtime? Overtime?
Not competition in the sense of like, oh my gosh, they're fucking terrible. But like, you look at it, next week is Packers, who are a playoff team. Bills, potential Super Bowl matchup. Then you got the Bears again and the 49ers, and then it's the Vikings, which are a playoff team. So it's like the Bears isn't going to really affect. I think the only reason that you guys wouldn't want to lose against the Bears is then the Vikings could take over the North, right?
Mm-mm.
Detroit,
Trevor,
Detroit would still have the tiebreaker right now.
Trevor, I want to bring you in on this.
But there's a chance if they lose that we could eventually.
I think
Not
I
saying
know,
it'll be
Trevor. I
this
think
week.
you know where I'm going with this. So last Thanksgiving, what happened to those Lions?
Jordan Love.
Thank you. He got hot. And they won. Hold up. And they ripped off wins after that. But they're a better team than y'all. They ain't that. You ain't the bet. You are not the Packers. Stop it.
Right.
You are not the Packers. You're not that good. See, now I'm trying to be respectful, yo. Now you got yo, man. Stop, yo. You're not them. You're not them. You're not them. Okay.
Do you want them to play safer, seventh letter?
No, I want them to play like
Face is going red. I'm laughing so hard.
DeAndre Swift. I don't know. DeAndre Swift revenge
You
game.
know what he is. I'm more worried about the other running back. I ain't worried. We
Janzy
played
says
good
it.
against the run. We played
Lions
good.
lost
As long
here to the
as-
Bears. We don't.
Listen. It won't happen again. It
All
was
right.
Justin Fields. Justin Fields' legs. Caleb Williams can extend plays. That's fine. I think we cover a lot better. We got better cornerbacks back there, and I think we'll hold up well. I do against them. Now, not as good as we would have, but like I said, we have to play a different game. And the thing about the Detroit Lions is we know how to win, and we can beat you. We can beat you with special teams. We can beat you on defense. We can beat you running the ball. We can beat you through the air. Y'all can't stop the run. So you know what happens when you can't stop the run? Then we go over your head with J-Mo again, like we did last year when we came back on y'all. What happened to you last Sunday is what happened to us the game before we played the Packers. When we came back, when it was a 0.2% chance for us to win, and, amazingly, we bust y'all ass by like 8 points. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not good.
So
You're not good.
Trevor, what
You're
do we
not
always say?
You better win.
You better win.
You better win.
Now we're going to beat the shit out y'all. See? You even did that to yourself.
Ooh, someone,
You unleashed the Kraken. He
I
was.
love this. I think
Dude,
I'm gonna
that
join.
was awesome.
I think I'm going to join the.
I'm
society
clipping
here.
that.
I'm going to join the society here. Just watch. Thank you, Lucid Love Society.
He's kidding, right?
No,
Like he doesn't actually believe that.
Maybe that's one of my alternate
Look,
accounts.
I would love if y'all won. The Bears losing to a divisional
No.
game would be great.
No,
I
I
don't
want the
think
Bears
it's
to
gonna
lose by
happen.
40. No, but in all honesty, like I'm honest about that too. But I do think that this is a league of parity.
Mhm.
This isn't. There are no like give me games for usually, but there are so many bad teams in the NFL right now. Just look at their schedules; they're awful, and the Bears are at the best of the worst.
Mhm.
Oh,
You know what I
thank
mean?
you. Thank you.
And no, but on all this, look at the list. It's like you couldn't even tank and get first pick because there's teams that are worse than you guys out there. And
Mhm.
the thing is that you had 7 wins last year, and you're not even going to get to 7. So that's the hard part. And if you can't stop the run, I'm sorry, but that's the worst strategy against the Lions.
Yeah.
It's like you got not only do they have one running back, they got 2.
So you're saying
and
there's
then,
a
and then
chance.
you're gonna blitz Goff, and he's gonna tear you apart. So I'm not really sure. Like I get that there's parity and there's opportunity. And I think the Bears really played a lot better last week against the Vikings. I was shocked. I you know me, I was picking the Vikings to destroy, and I was shocked. I was disappointed in the Vikings, and I don't know what happened last week. All I know was Shelby was spamming our group chat, going, "Oh my goodness, I'm so mad right now."
I was livid.
I was trying
And
to
you
avoid
should
the
have
chat,
been.
by the way. So
What they had them like 24? What they had them like 24-10? What like?
No, it was.
We were up by
not good.
11 with 2 minutes to go.
it was
like,
not good. Yeah.
come on,
Yeah, it was
man.
24
If
to
we-
13, right?
If we didn't go for that two, that we would have won.
That too was hilarious.
If we didn't go for
Shelby
that, we would've won.
posted it there. She's like, that 2-point conversion, ... And I was like, this is what I've watched all year.
Yo,
Caleb
this
was like
shit
that.
would have been uglier. Yo, don't forget Aaron Jones fumbled at the 1.
Right.
Like, it would have been a blowout, yo. It would have been.
No. Oh,
That was the best play of y'all's
Put some
game
respect
because you
on-
stripped the fuck out of that ball.
thank you. Yes, that was a force. That was good. So, are you obviously picking the Lions then, Shelby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelby, what are you picking?
Yeah, it's so understated. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But the question is
Ryan?
how much of it?
Unfortunately, I think every game. Otherwise, yeah.
I have to go back and look what the
Lions.
spread was for the Packers-Lions game. The Lions kind of laid an egg on Thanksgiving.
They did. But here's the thing. So Andy's just picked that the Lions are going to win by 4. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to pick the Lions win by 30. Okay. Why don't we all go around the room and just go and tell, come on, let's be honest here. That 10-point, yeah, maybe that's legit. Maybe it's a 10-pointer, everyone. Let's just go around the room and say, how much are the Bears going to lose by? Let's just do that. That'll be way
Let's
more
clip
fun.
this. Let's clip this. Rhino?
40?
I mean, I think there's a potential for this to be closer than
Thank you. All right.
people think. But the Bears are in this point of the season now where they're stacking moral victories instead of stacking actual victories. You know, they had a moral victory last week. They took the Vikings to overtime. Getting it under this 10-point spread would be a massive moral victory for Chicago this week.
Yep.
Detroit is banged up. They have had issues on Thanksgiving in the past, but it's the freaking Lions right now. And even banged up, they're still better than Chicago.
Yeah.
All right,
So
that's fair. Yeah.
I think I'm not going to go out and call it a 30-point win like Trev just did or whatever, but I'll say 14-point win.
All right. And you're thinking 32? 30.
We are.
It's
I
bad
think
sign
it's
when
going to be 43-6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do you like we did the Cowboys because you talk crazy.
I think the only way it'll be a closer game is based off injuries or based on they actually take their starters out in the fourth quarter.
You're gonna see some.
They're not gonna do that. We know.
No,
They're not
hey,
going to, but that's the only way I can see it being closer.
Lucid Love Society is a Vikings fan. Packers and Lions go down this week. Hey, you heard it here first.
Something wrong with your.
I like that you didn't say the Vikings though. I'll take that.
Hold on.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Nothing can make me happier than seeing both the Packers and the Lions lose this week, but I don't think either one of them are going to.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, obviously, we got Thanksgiving coming up. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for everyone joining. I'm thankful for each one of you. Even though you're not on my Bears, I appreciate everyone here, and even you, Trevor, even the Packers fan. Anybody want to give a special Thanksgiving shout out as we close?
Thankful for all of you guys.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Shelby. I'm thankful for that.
Especially 6'5".
I was gonna say it, but I was like, let me not.
Yo, man, I'm thankful for y'all, man. You guys make my week every week. I look forward to seeing y'all, man. I'm thankful for everything right now because I have everything that I need and all the people around me that I want to have around me. The Detroit Lions is 10-1. I mean, what else could a brother ask for this year? You know what I'm saying? We gonna beat the shit down the Bears' leg tomorrow. It's gonna be a great day. You understand? So I'm thankful for that. King of the North. Oh yeah, look. You know what? Aiden Hutchinson, man. I got an Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead dog. If we keep winning, I'm gonna keep buying. You know
I thought you should be a bobble leg on that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Rhino work.
What is that? Is that like an NFC North flag?
Where? No flags. You don't like flags.
Just a trophy.
You don't like flags, man. I won't do the flags, Trevor.
No. Oh yeah, Trevor doesn't like Vikings.
No, he does not like flags.
I don't mind Vikings flags. They're fine.
It's that particular.
It's not like NFC North Vikings flags. That's hilarious.
Thank you, Lucid Love Society. Yes, those Lions are a little cocky, but hey, they are good. They're,
hold up, y'all ain't won neither. Shut it, yo. Tell this person to relax, yo.
As we close,
what the word hypocrite means.
Rhino.
No one can say that to me, but you can't. Andy could even say that to me. You can't. Lucidity. Come on, man.
Rhino, we can. As we close, where can everyone find you, sir?
Facebook and YouTube at Vikings Uncensored, Twitter X at Vikes Uncensored. Show Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Make sure you join in. We're live, and we're going to be breaking down the preview for the Arizona Cardinals game on Sunday.
Good stuff. Definitely like and subscribe. Shelby, where can everyone find you?
Shelby Tweten, Instagram, Twitter X, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
Very good. You should actually, someone should be like something like the Darnold bandwagon, like Facebook or something. I feel like that would be
Needs to take that over.
Yes, roller coaster. But hey, you're winning. I'll give it to you.
9-2.
Trevor, where can everyone find you as we close out?
RevTrevNFL everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, X, you name it. I'm there, and I'm pumping out good content. So hit me up, everyone.
Woo!
Great content. Definitely like and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, NFL Outdated, on Twitter, and you can also find us Freezin #4 Pod on TikTok. And you can find me in Green Bay on Thanksgiving Day.
I wish I was there with you.
Hey,
I've never.
I'll
been.
try to go. I'll try to see if I can go live a little bit. Give you some little footage. I'm going to be freezing, but it's going to be a good time. So 7th letter. Where can we find you as we close out?
7th letter 4, Twitter X, same OG, Instagram and Facebook, on top of the NFC North, and we're gonna beat shit out of you tomorrow. Get ready, get ready. Matter of fact, just start driving at 10 in the morning because you don't even have to watch. Okay,
I am actually. I will be driving. I'm staying actually about three blocks from Lambeau, so we'll be celebrating.
Oh, that's fun.
Good.
Dolphins.
I don't want to find you in the bathroom with in the tub, plugged up. All right, we're gonna beat your ass tomorrow. Know that. Let's go.
Let's go. Lots of great comments. Thanks for everyone. Appreciate everyone this week, all the comments, and we'll see you next week.
Out of road. Nice.
I was gonna say.
Once again, it's been the Freezin for NFC North Podcast, episode 113, Week 12 review, Week 13 preview. Bear down. See you guys next week.
Skull Vikings, baby.